Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. The series is weekly, but the games are daily. And actually, the bonus game today is not a word game at all, but a logic game. But I thought it was an interesting idea. I haven't not tried it yet, so we'll learn it together. It is called Scriddle. And what we need to do is we need to shade cells such that the shaded cells follow the rules of the puzzle. And there's only one unique solution. However, we don't know the rules to the puzzle, and I think they're different every day. So what we need to do is shade some cells, click guess, and it'll tell you which ones it will tell us which ones break which rules that are that we still don't know what they are. But anyway, so I'm thinking one thought I had was just shading every single cell and seeing which one break rules. That's a possibility. But I'm thinking I could just make up a rule and see if it's right. So for example, we need to shade. So the number indicates how many cells around it are shaded. So kind of like a almost like a minesweeper game. Feels like a decent initial guess, but it needs to have a unique solution. So I don't know how this would have a unique solution that way. Um, but we could do something like, and we could say that the numbers are never shaded or something like that. So we could shade this one and this one, and then shade like that, and then just submit it. So this sees one, this sees two, this sees three, and then we have a one. This sees one. Okay. So the grid breaks the orange rule, the two and the one, and this breaks the yellow rule. So maybe we have to be fully connected. That's the only thing I can think of that would just highlight all my shaded cells. So hold on. If we go back, the orange rule, the two and the one are highlighted. Three and one are happy. But two and one are not happy. Maybe it's how many you see in total in your row and column. No, because two would be happy then. I was thinking the one and the three see one and three in their row plus column. But the one sees one in his row column, the two sees two in his row column. So it's not that. I think our shading needs to be connected. That's why this is broken, but we don't know. So why do only that two and that one break the orange rule? Um, I don't know. All right. Well, we're gonna have to try something else then. I could shade everything and see if that yellow rule is. Maybe I should just always start with shading everything. Oh, we've broken the red rule. I didn't know there was a red rule. Yellow rule's fine. So I think yellow rule was the connectivity, right? Yeah. So we got to be fully connected. That's one of the rules. All of my digits break the orange rule. Oh, it didn't highlight any this time. So here the orange rule actually highlighted all of my shaded cells, but here the orange rule did not highlight any shaded cells. And we respect the red rule, which we didn't know existed. So this respects the red rule, but this does not. Maybe it's a no 2x2 area shaded red rule. So let's be fully connected, but no 2x2. So something like that, and we'll just ignore the numbers for now. Okay, so I respect the red rule, which means so no 2x2 is probably that one. And I respect the yellow rule, but still I don't respect the orange rule. Now none of the numbers are happy, but it didn't highlight this guy. Interestingly, so it has an issue with. Okay. So far this was the closest to being correct, but I don't know why. Okay, so we need to be fully connected, no 2x2 area, fully shaded. And the numbers mean something that I don't quite understand yet. Could it be the number of shadeds in their column? Not quite. The 1 is happy, but not the one. Not, the one on the bottom right is happy. So the 3 is unhappy. It's highlighting, well, we've highlighted that column and that row. The 1 and the 2 are unhappy as well. Now this bottom right 1 is happy. So previously, this bottom right 1 was not happy with orange. But now it is. So I think I definitely need this shaded square here. The 3 did not like having all of this highlighted. So do we need to be like 3 away here, 2 away here, 1 away here, and then we have to connect it? That's not really possible. Oh, maybe connect like that. So like it's the first in the column. This is the rule I'm following. In the column, the first shaded cell is that much away. So 1 away, 2 away, 3 away, 1 away. Nope. Oh, and we didn't connect. Oops. But it doesn't like, it likes the 2 now. Could it be that we just need to do that? No, 3 would need to see. I'm thinking it is still a count. But it's just directly touching. 3 touches 3, 1 touches 2 though. How would we do that? So it liked this for the 1. Didn't I try that just now? You know, I haven't tried that one. Curious. Ooh, I almost hit the orange rule. What is our orange rule? So we have 1 vertically, 2 vertically. Maybe it's just 3 vertically? Just add these. Oh, but I have a 2 by 2 now. And I broke my orange rule. 2 is unhappy. 3 is actually happy now, but 2 is unhappy. Because it sees 3 of them. Okay, so, and I can't do a 2 by 2. What are we unhappy about? Is 2 happy now? Oops. No, I tried this one already. I don't quite understand this rule. When was 2 happy? 2 was happy with this. It was just 3 that was unhappy. But then adding that made 2 and 3 is still not happy. I still don't understand this rule. What is the rule? This was the closest we've gotten. The only thing unhappy is the 3. Why? I wonder if this makes the 3 happy and the 2 unhappy. No, both are unhappy now. But I can't break the red rule. There are only so many ways to do this. Confused. I'm curious if all the numbers are happy on this one. No. I know that yellow would be unhappy. 2 is still unhappy here. I don't know how to make 2 happy. Let me find one where 2 was happy. 2 was happy here. It's got 2 below it. And here 3 is happy because it's got 3 above it. I'm confused how to satisfy both of these needs. Because it feels like we want this, but then we break the red. I tried this already on guess 7. It broke the red rule and 2 was unhappy because 2 is actually seeing to the right now. Oh boy. The rule is something I'm not understanding. Obviously. It feels like this is the solution for the 1s. And then don't take these. Got to connect them somehow. So this has to escape here. This has to escape here. We only take one of these 2. I tried that. How about, did I try this? I guess not. There we go. C rules. No 2x2 block. So this was canal. A cell containing a clue number sees a different number of shaded cells in the 4 orthogonal directions. Oh, okay. This is the rules. Shade some cells on the board. The number on a cell indicates how many cells are shaded in a continuous line starting from the cell. The lines are in 4 cardinal directions. You cannot shade a cell with a number. The shaded cells cannot form a 2x2 square. All shaded cells are orthogonally connected. So if I go back, so I had to not take these 2. This was still viable to take. But this had to get out. This had to get out in order to connect. And then why didn't this work? Oh, because 3 only sees 2 of them. Here, yeah, we see 1, 2 that way. We see 3 that way. That's why it's the solution. So the 1 sees 1 this way. The 2 sees 1 and 2 here. The 3 sees the 3 vertically. The 1 sees the 1 vertically. Okay. All right, got it. Well, interesting puzzle. Let's move on to Dordle. Is scrib a word? No. I'm just going to guess scrit then. Oh, scrit's not a word? I thought scrit was a word. Anyway, maybe it's not spelled that way. Let's just start with steel. Let's just do something. All right, we have an A on the left. We're going to guess that one. So something like cramp. Oh, we got an M on the right. Maybe the right is misty. It's not. Is the right solved would be the question. Moist. All right. We got an O on the left. Maybe ARO. Barren. Radon. Radon moist. All right. Let's move on to Fibble. So there is a lie in every guess. So I'm going to use this S and the I. I'm going to do an ISS word, like bliss. Whoa. Okay, so we know there's an S in the word. Can I keep doing... Okay, that's... I can't put the I in the middle. Maybe the B is lying. S-L-A-I, slain. Whoa. Okay, a lie between the L's and a lie between the I's. So the rest of these are true. Interesting. So can I do BL? That would require IN. I haven't used an S yet. Whoa, hold on. Where's my S go? Wait, this is true too. So if there's definitely an I in the word, so that's our lie. Okay. So B probably. Wait, where's my S go? S goes in the middle. Where's my L go? Biz. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Oh, it's because these I's aren't contradicting each other. Oh my gosh, never mind. Okay, what I do know is there's an I in the word, so that's our lie. This is telling the truth. So I don't know if did Slane actually. No, Slane had 2 lies in skirt. I shouldn't have guessed it. I must have turned off hard mode by accident. Turn it on for next time. What happened here? I still think the B is the lie here. So we'd have L here. Maybe the I, maybe the N is the lie. So we can't do SL though. L. We need an I somewhere. I don't know. What's happening here? It's not SL. I think the way to get this working is to have the N and the B lie. And that would require us to use... Oh, it's an alien? No. That would require us to use the L here and the I here. And then we need to use an A and an S somewhere. But the S is not... The S would be in... Well, the S would be here. What am I missing in Slane? Oh, the L's in the same spot. Oh, shoot. Wait, these can't both be true. Hold on. No, I can't do that. Shoot. What's happened here? One of these L's is lying. So I can't make it a lie in the B and the N. So if the B is lying, then the L is lying here. That's what happened. And so then we would be L something IN, and we have an A and an S. Alson, right? So the issue here is I can't make this L the lie. I have to make this L the lie, because one of these L's is lying. But if this L were the lie, then it's lying as green, and I have to be an anagram, and so there's only one option. So this L is lying. Okay. So this L is telling the truth. I guess this L could also be lying. Maybe there's no L in the word. But we start with B. And then we have SI would be the most likely thing, I think. The N could be lying. We know this S is telling the truth. Is it just basin? I think it's just basin. I don't know. I was confusing myself, but I thought of basin earlier and didn't say it. Anyway. Because I rejected it for some reason, for obviously incorrectly. All right, I flubbed that one, but at least I got it in 3. All right, let's do Betweenle. Start with basin. All right, we're 29% away from basin, 65% away from the end. So 29% away from basin. I'm gonna guess igloo. 5.4%. So G? Maybe grass. Whoa. Grasp. Oh, whoops. It was grasp. Wow. All right. Grasp in 4. I'll take it. Let's do word 500. We'll start with grasp. 1 green in grasp. I'm going to assume it's the A until proven otherwise. So why don't we do... I keep trying to do CH. Link. 2 greens. So I think it's LA. What else can we do with LA? Probably something like LAE. I can use underscores in this game so it doesn't exit out. Blame. Still 2 greens. Still LA, but not ending in E. Running out of things to put before that L. Could be another A. What can I do here? Is this wrong? So, I mean, it's quite possible that what happened here is I do have the A the whole time, but I didn't have an L. And instead I do have this E, because it's extremely common. And then start with C or have the N here maybe. So what if it was A-N-E? Is there a word? Inane would work. 1 green and inane. Okay, so I still think we have the A. That means no E. No N. It could still be the L, but I was running out of ways to do that. FLA? Maybe it's FLA. Not flash. Flat. Flavo. Feels like FLA is the only thing left other than ALA. Alarm. Flat. FLAU. FLAW. Flav. What about ending in Y? Flady. A lady. No. Okay. Well, if it's not L, what are we doing here? C-H-A-M... C-H-A... Chack? Is that a word? Okay. Well, Chack has one. I mean, if it's not the A in the middle, we've gotten extremely lucky with some other stuff, or unlucky, however you want to put it. So, no E's and N's. No C's and K's, so it actually has to be the L. So we're stuck with trying to find an LA, which I still can't figure out. We're not doing TL, YL, UL, OLA, OL, OLA, DL, no, FL, ZL, XL, VL. I think it's going to be FL or one of the vowels. AL, UL, OL. Okay, let's see if it's FL by guessing flash. It's not FL. So it's going to be a vowel. Allowed. That's O-U-D. What the heck is this word? Ola. Ola. Doesn't help me. I could guess alack and just see if it starts with A, but that's such little information. The only thing I can think of is there's an LAU word that I haven't thought of. The T I still haven't used. I don't know what's happening here. Like nothing goes before this L except a vowel. Llama. No, it can't be llama. I'm going to see if what llama results with, though. Holy moly. Okay, I missed a case. I mean, it has to be the A, right? All the way up, we got the A. But if that's actually the case, can you imagine if it's not? We have no GRSP. We have no INE. We have no CHK. And then we have to have the L, and that breaks llama. So we don't have an A in the word. Holy moly. So I think we have an L then, right? Surely we have an L. So no M. Maybe it was the E here. So no N. Was it the C then? Or the K? Maybe it was the S here because of flash. We don't have a vowel yet. That can't be. It's amazing that we've gotten only greens, by the way. So C or K is green. But we need something before the L, so I think it has to be the C. C, L, something, S, E. Close. That was the strangest word 500 I've ever had. It just kept reinforcing, we have A, and then it proved it had to be LA. It proved it. And then freaking llama had one green in it. What? Holy moly. It slipped through the cracks. That was a close one. Get it? All right, let's move on. Polygonle. These repeat. So if we do something like ER, we can do re something or repaver. That's not a word. Repager. You never know what's going to be a word here. Retimer. Maybe a D would work. Derived is certainly. Okay, so there is an R, but it's not ER. It's not E here at all. There's an I somewhere. It's either. Let's look at I here. C. Sir. C felt the most likely here. Circusic, I don't know. So the other option, I guess, would be the I here, unless we start and end with I, but I don't like that very much. What are we doing here? Could be a plural. So no E though, so it can't be like services. Services would have been a better guess than derived. It could be SPR. No, because like what this repeats. Something like this. Nortian. All right, I'm gonna have to do a filler. You know what? Why don't we see how services would have worked out? Oh, services doesn't fit. Never mind. I was misseeing that. All right, let's do poultry. Just get some letters here. There's a T and an R. Well, we knew there was an R. And we're gonna do maidens as well, just to. All right. So it does start and end with S. Would this be the I with the R here? We need an A and a T. T would be forced here, A would be forced here. So the I wouldn't be the repeat here. I think it would be the T being repeated here. Straits. Okay. Got it. Like the water straits, like rivers. Not the GHT one. All right. How many options were there? There were quite a few. Once I had DED gone, there wasn't that much left. Remover, like with E gone. Thought, wow, thought is a tough one. Surplus, but that doesn't have an I. I think it was only straights left. I'm not entirely sure though. Let's do the mini. Maybe something like stash. Ends in H. Maybe TH. I want to do teeth, but can't repeat the E there. 10th. Not a T. What else goes with that H? C. Not conch anymore. Couch. Couch. Nice. Not too bad. Drew kind of a L shape there. It's like the foot of someone who's laying down. Very large person. All right. Symbol. We always start with blaze. Ooh, okay. So we're going to assume these are the yellow. So we're going to do EA here. Steam. All right, I got the E in place, but it's not an A, so it's probably the L then. It could be a double L ending, like Nell. Nope, it's just EL something else. Nothing, no other help. What's going to do this? Maybe REL? What are we ending in? Y? I don't really like ELY ending. Does that work? I don't see how REL works because I don't know what we're ending in. Help. Okay, so if we ended in Y, or if we maybe D, eld. Yikes, I can't think of a word. What else could we end in? ELP, ELC, it Y doesn't feel right. Can we do Y at all? Wondering about IEL as well, but oh, field. There we go. I had to write it out to see it. So I was right, it was ELD, but it was IELD, which changes the pronunciation. Okay. Let's do blind Fusele. We're going to start with field here. And all right, these orange ones mean that if you look at this keyboard, we're within 3 alphabetically per slot. And this means we're not within 3. So in this next guess, we have to repeat a letter. That doesn't mean the answer repeats a letter. It just means we have to repeat a letter in this guess. So what do we want to try to end with here? Maybe end in E. NE. So what are we going to repeat here? Put another E here. But then eerie. Okay, so we end in IE. That's lucky. What do we start with? That ends in IE. What can we put before the IE? By the way, this twist, it'll be ambiguous whether yellow or green. So we'll know grays, but we won't know. The other ones will be yellow or green. We won't know which. LIE, like belie. No, we know there's not another E. We tried E everywhere. VIE? NIE? I'm not thinking of a word here. Maybe it's just like untie. Ooh. So there's a U or a T somewhere. We don't know if these are green here or not. So they're kind of lesser yellows. What's my other option here? Where's my U go? TU? Or it could be U. Maybe it's cutie. It couldn't have been untie because U isn't close to F. But that got me the answer at least. Cutie. Okay. Well, that's it for the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. If you would, I don't know, If you want to watch more, why not why not subscribe? I screwed up my outro, so we're just going to do it again. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.